Okay, so today we're going to do some clicker training to help a young dog, Auggie, learn how to not get too excited when food is on plate so the kids can walk around. So what the goal is, we've already got him clicker trained so he understands that when he hears the click, it's a signal that a treat is going to follow soon after. So this is great because it allows us to work with him with distance because we don't want to be around chasing him around with dog treats. So what we did first is we practiced this by having their daughter walk around with some kibble in her hand to kind of get him excited. Well, the eventual goal is for him to kind of be laying down or really calm and ignoring the kids when they have food. In the beginning stages, what we want to do is if they're walking around with food on the plate, when he even looks away or starts to turn to walk away, we click, give a treat, click, give a treat. Eventually, as he gets better and better and better at that, we're going to increase the difficulty and expect him to be more stationary or ignore them. And then we click, give a treat, and eventually phase out the treats, and we can start petting him to reward that behavior. But in the beginning, we just want to do anything to reward him that is not chasing the kids down and trying to steal food off the plate. So why don't we have you start walking around. Go ahead and try to, you can move the food around on the plate a little bit to make it make noises. So notice how he is excitable. He's watching her, what she's doing. When he looks away, I'm gonna click. We're gonna wait for him to do that, offer that behavior on his own. If you don't mind, come back over towards me. So that way, look at me. There, good. Okay, do it again. Go ahead, keep walking. Perfect. Just kind of stay over here if you can. Nope, he's not a good catcher, I forgot. Okay, perfect, you're doing great. Trying to get him to catch the treat. A little bit of dual stuff at the same time. Okay, keep going ahead. Good. Gentle, good boy. Okay, go ahead and make a little bit more noise and try putting the plate a little lower this time. We'll make it a little harder. Okay, he's pretty excited about that. Good. Okay, now try walking by him with the plate a little lower. Good. Notice how as soon as he looked away, I clicked. Okay, go ahead. Good. Now try walking by him with the plate closer down there. There you go, just walk right by him. All right. Now I want you to just try walking by him a couple of times. Just walk over there once and then walk back. Good boy. Okay, kind of go ahead, walk right by him. Good boy. Okay, so what we want to do is just keep practicing things like this. Right now, all we have on the plate, thank you so much. All we have on the plate is just his own dog food, so if we were to make a mistake, all he's getting is at least his own food and not getting human food. But the next step that we're going to do is actually increase the value of what's on the plate, so we're going to put something on here that's even more tempting for him because he's doing so well. So we'll put something like a piece of cheese or a piece of bread or something that's going to kind of try to get his attention. So the goal, thank you so much. So the goal is to increase the difficulty to simulate it so it's as close to reality as possible. But we want to practice this as much as we can actively. So we want to set him up in actually kind of this role-playing time period where the kids are involved, we're not actually in the middle of trying to make dinner, things like that. The other part that's really important that I want to remind his guardians of is that if you aren't able to kind of watch him, so actually at dinner time or things like that, what I want you to do is either kennel him, put him outside, or do something where he doesn't have the opportunity to steal food off the kids' plates, because then it's only going to encourage him to keep doing that, and it'll actually undo a lot of the good work that you're already doing. So why don't we have you go walk by him one more time, grab a couple of treats for him. So if he is ignoring her completely, that's a good sign. So we want to be clicking for that because that's even better than just looking away. So go ahead, walk right by him. Okay. Okay, again. So now he's kind of learning. Notice how now we've kind of escalated in a good way to him now ignoring her with the plate completely because he's more interested in what we're doing. So we'll just keep working on that off camera and kind of move to the next steps, but that's the plan of how you want to intensify this and get him to the point where he ignores. Do you want to just set the plate down for me? The other thing is, one last little tidbit, is if he, when you're done in these active training sessions, put the plate away, because that way you don't want to have him then, when you're not actively training, sitting there staring at the plate and then kind of reinforcing that bad behavior. And also remember, every time you click, you want to give a treat. So one click, one treat, one click, one treat. This doesn't become a replacement for the treat reward. Okay?